Wade Rogers with WRAK Sports, joined by senior B-back David Sims. Jackets coming off their first loss of the season, a 17-10 defeat at the hands of the Virginia Tech Hokies last week. Obviously a tough game offensively. What's the mood been like in the locker room the last couple of days and out at practice?
The first 2 days after the loss, everybody was kind of disappointed, but I think we bounced back today. We had a pretty good practice today.
As a senior, the other leaders on the team, what kind of things do you say to get the guys going and get them just moving past the first loss?
We know it's still a long season. We're only a fourth of the way through. A lot of the guys, they play a lot of football, and they know last year, we started off, even worse than we did this year. So it's still a long season. We got a lot more to achieve.
Has there been anything in particular that the team has worked on in practice the last couple of days, trying to correct from this past week, or just trying to build going forward?
For the most part, we're working on our craft. Some of the stuff that we need to improve on, more so than what the other team are going to try to do to us. We figure if we can get our parts right, making sure we're doing our fundamentals, we'll be fine.
We're already a third of the way through the season. It's kind of blown by the first month so far. Jumped out to a 3-0 start, now 3-1 at this point in the year. What do you think we've learned about this team just looking back on the last 4 games?
That we can adapt. I think you saw, North Carolina game, it was kind of a grinded out type of game. Almost had 2 guys with 100 yards. The Duke game, they saw we could throw it. For the most part, we're adapting. We can adapt. But I think the main thing that we need to know and learn from ourselves is that we can play with some of the better teams in the country.
You mentioned that Duke game, 4 passing touchdowns for Vad Lee. What has been your impression of the passing game this season as opposed to the last couple of years?
I think we're hitting a lot more big plays this year, more so than in past years. That's a testament to Vad. But I also think that in order to balance that out, we need to hit a couple of big plays in the running game as well.
Well, Virginia Tech had a tough defense this past week. Another tough defense coming up this weekend with Miami. What specific challenges do they present, and what are you guys preparing for to go up against the Hurricanes?
Every Miami defense, they're fast. They're gonna run to the ball and they're gonna play, 100 miles per hour every snap. That's something that we've always known, and that's what we've known from Miami for the last 15, 20 years. But they present a challenge, but I think we're going to be up for it. We're going to bounce back.
Still 2/3 of the season left to go. Realistically, what are your goals for the rest of the season? What do you think this team can accomplish, and what are you guys really striving for?
I don't know about the rest of the goals for the season, but all I know is we want to go 1-0 every week. And we can do that. We'll still like our end result at the end of the year.
Thanks, David, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.